Good day, it's Mark from Microsoft. With me again, same day, Jackie.
Good day, everybody. Welcome back. I won't say good morning, goeiemorgen, Johnny. Oh, I just did. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, Jackie. So, Jackie, we've shown a couple of interesting lessons. Hopefully, some of it will be insightful with regards to the Excel champs for our viewers out there. The lessons have been pretty insightful. Again, I think with the power of Excel, there's learnings every day. And myself as an Excel user, as mentioned previously, I'm still learning. This is almost like a non-stop learning machine.
Totally. And I consider myself quite a funny, but I can be honest, that you never know everything about Excel. It is just such a powerful tool. So what would you like to know today?
And what I would like to know, because like years ago, I went on an Excel course and somebody told me that if you can do it if it takes more than 2 clicks to do something, there's a quicker and easier way to do it.
Always.
So I'm going to give you a practical example with regards to like my job and the team that I work with. I have multiple sheets.
Right.
With the individual team members, their accounts, targets, forecasts, etc. And then I obviously have a consolidated sheet, call it sheet 7, where I need to bring all the totals in.
Right.
Now, you can imagine that formula in sheet 7 is equal to total column
plus
sheet 1 plus this, sheet 2 cell this, and it can be quite complex.
Right.
I need to know if there's a quick and easier way to do it.
Well, there is. There are many ways of doing it, but one of the ways I suggest is where you use range names. You can use range names in a formula. So what is a range name?
I've got no idea. That's why you're here, Jackie.
Okay. A range name is where instead of saying is equal to the sum of D6 to D12, you can say is equal to the sum of quantity.
So I could say, for example, then based on that, I could say sum of forecast for month 1, week 1, sum of forecast or sum of budget for month 1, month 2, etc., etc.
Exactly. Okay. So here we're looking at a spreadsheet where we're selling various parts of a computer and we've got a total column. So you want to be able to use that total column in your summary spreadsheet.
Okay.
Without having to switch between spreadsheets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name the range. Now the range currently is for your grand total is from G6 to G12. Okay, so you always highlight the range that would be included in your normal formula and you name that range.
Okay.
Now range names affect your formulas, but Jackie loves her shortcuts, so I do it.
And this is the less than 2 clicks.
Correct. I click in the name box. I always take the easier way around.
So the name box, in the name box just quickly is highlighting cell D6,
It's highlighting cell G6. The first cell in the range that you highlighted, it picks up that cell address.
Okay, perfect.
So a lot of people don't realize that your formula bar shows the cell address you're in, just by the way. So we're going to give it a name and we're going to call it total. I generally give it the same name as the column heading.
But now what happens now, this is one of those things we discussed. Yes. What happens if I've got totals in 6 sheets?
In Joburg, Cape Town, Durban and PE. Okay. What the problem is, and that's a very important question, range names are unique. They refer to the sheet and the range of cells that you're highlighting.
So I can't, so just help me out.
Yes.
I can't say total for sheet 1 Durban, sheet 2 total. I would need to go and say total PE, total Durban, total Cape Town.
As long as there's something slightly different, total A, total B, total C. As long as there's something slightly different, you can do that. But you cannot keep the same name because it references the sheet and the range.
Okay, so if I go just unique. Total, then all it's going to do is going to bring me...
For the one sheet.
For the one sheet, okay.
Correct, okay. So I click inside the name box. Now because you're taking the shortcut, you press enter to seal the deal. Okay, so when I now tell Excel to calculate with the auto sum button, the sideways M, and you'll see it now picks up the range above it like it always does, but it now gives it the range name.
So that's interesting because normally it would say D6 through to D12.
Right, G6 to G12.
Now because you've named it, it says total.
Correct. Exactly.
Excellent.
All right. So that's on this sheet. So it now picks it up. It still gives you an answer, exactly the same answer.
Yeah, cool.
But now how do we use that when you reference across sheets? So I'm now going to go to the summary sheet and I'll say I want to know what the total is for, let's say that sheet was Joburg. Okay. So we're going to say, right, we need a formula to cross-reference across to sheet 1, which is the Joburg sheet. Okay. So when you use range names in a formula, you need to use a word like sum, min, max, average. You can't just say is equal to D6 like you could do with a normal formula. You have to use a physical formula, a function, like sum, min, max, average. So what are we doing here? We're summing up, okay? So we say is equal to sum, open your rounded brackets. Now the minute you open rounded brackets, you know you give the range. Is it A1 to GT10, etc.? We want from G6 to G12, but you've given it a range name. Now the trouble is, if you put in a spelling mistake, you're going to get a hash name error because it doesn't understand. The name you're looking for cannot be found. So to stop that from happening, range names affect your formulas. I mentioned that earlier on.
Yeah.
So now there's no shortcut to that. Okay, well there is actually, but I'll show you the long way around first. And you'll see you've got the formulas tab, which has everything to do with range names, the defined names group. And only one button is available. The minute I open my rounded bracket, it says use in formula, click on drop down arrow, choose the name that you want, close your rounded brackets to seal the deal, press enter, voila.
Excellent. And there's my total.
Yes.
Okay, and then likewise, I just go into range names. I do it for PE, Joburg, Cape Town.
Correct.
I can sum it up, and there I've got
Correct.
my totals.
Yes.
Jackie, again, very insightful. Like, this is almost becoming embarrassing. I'm learning something every day.
Okay.
And I hope you guys out there are learning as much as I am.
Yes.
For myself, Mark, Jackie.
And Jackie from LGIT Smart Solutions if you need to know more.
Thank you very much. Have a super day.